All right, so we are back, and if you guys watched my last video, we broke down the devastating knockout that my boy, the realist Viddal Riley, put on Anis Taj in their rematch. And people are wondering about Viddal's next opponent. He's talking about domestic titles and moving on from there to obviously world title aspiration. But there continues to be this conversation back and forth between what if Viddal Riley fought some up-and-coming pros that also have big names in the influencer boxing scene, one in particular, Tommy Fury. This conversation kind of came up a couple of months ago when Tommy Fury, after beating Jake Paul, who is not a ranked professional fighter or not a top 150 ranked, and I don't know where he would even sit, Tommy Fury got ranked by the WBC as the number 39 fighter in the world at cruiserweight, which is just utterly fucking insane. And today, Tommy Fury did another interview where he talked about his hit list in the influencer boxing scene. And so let's see what exactly Tommy Fury had to say about Viddal and why I think Tommy Fury will never fight Viddal Riley. Ever. Breakdown, let's go.
Well, if we're talking about boxing nights, you're talking about a man that's in demand. This man to the left of me right here.
Damn, we just go right into the interview. We didn't introduce nobody, nothing. All right, cool.
Very much in demand. Everyone seems to be calling your name, Tommy Fury, because they want a piece of the action. Look, you just told me how you're feeling right now.
They're calling Tommy Fury's name because he's been illegitimately ranked as a number 39 WBC contender at cruiserweight, and other people around that number like Musin Kaysen and, again, my guy Viddal Riley, they got a bone to pick with something like that.
Now, and what's next for you?
I'm feeling good. You know, my brother's fighting tonight, Roman. It's his second professional fight, so we're all out supporting him tonight. It's about him. And I think, you know, everybody knows what's kind of next for me. It's being teased at the minute. Hopefully we can get this KSI fight over the line. And I'll knock off another YouTuber. That's my plan this year. I want to end YouTube boxing within 12 months. So,
you know what? I hate to say this, but if Tommy Fury continues to play this game, he might damn near end YouTube boxing. I gotta be honest, listen, the Fury family, they understand what makes money make sense, and if Tommy Fury continues to fight the YouTubers' top-of-the-line guys, Jake, KSI, even potentially Logan, we might be sitting here a year from now and saying, we built up YouTube boxing over 5 years just to feed it to Tommy Fury for its inevitable demise. That's what we're doing right now. I mean, it's plausible. It's plausible that Tommy Fury ends YouTube boxing.
So that's my plan. So we'll see.
So after KSI, I mean, it's been very vocal in terms of you wanting to end YouTube boxing. Yeah. Who else is in your peripheral? Who else has Tommy Fury got in his mind?
I don't know. I mean, you know, I just take it one fight at a time, you know, but, you know, all these guys are the same to me. There's not one that stands out from the rest. They're all about the same. So anyone can get it. I'm not bothered. So, you know, I'm used to...
Imagine being a pro boxer. Like I said, I know he's a smart guy, but I just, in my mind, I can't comprehend a pro boxer going, yeah, listen, anyone can get it in the YouTuber boxing space. That's what... Oh, you know, like I said, he's a smart dude. This is supposed to be the Fury fighting family. Anyone can get it as long as you got a subscriber number over 1 million and you have little to no experience as a professional boxer.
Growing up, you know, fighting against proper boxers, so these guys are a bit of a joke, to be honest.
Well, one man that's definitely a proper boxer that decided he wanted to call your name out was Idris Viejo. In terms of what he's done on the thing, and Viddal Riley is another one that's turned around and said that he wants to be very vocal. He's fighting tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, any response in terms of what Viddal has turned around and said that he would, I mean, end you in terms of...
I mean, at the end of the day, no disrespect, but, you know, Viddal's fighting in, you know, he's fighting a lot lower than me, you know. Say what you want about opposition, but I'm fighting at a world championship level. You know.
What? Shut the f*** up, Tommy Fury. Okay, so Tommy says he's fighting at a world championship level. I think he means that he's fighting on a world championship draw level. But even still, Tommy Fury, he's a draw, but he's not really a draw, if that makes sense. It has nothing to do with him specifically. And if you don't believe me, he's only drawn with Jake Paul. And again, it was a build-up featuring John Fury, featuring Tyson Fury, and featuring 2 years of these two going back and forth. Jake is more of a draw than Tommy is. That's proven. He's done that with Name the Fighter. Tommy was fighting in empty stadiums on the undercard of Tyson versus a guy that had a fucking W.A.D.E Bronchiosaurus neck, and he couldn't put him out of there still. To compare his numbers to Viddal Riley's, It's purely a look what I did in the Jake Paul fight, which fair play. Him and Jake drew. Again, the number is close to 800,000. That's a massive number. You can't deny it, and you can't deny the power of the Fury last name, but it's not Tommy that's doing the drawing by himself. Like, let's again, I'll give him the respect. He's a draw for the Jake fight, and for the KSI fight, he's a draw there too, but him and Viddal Riley does some numbers because Viddal Riley is also a big name in the social media scene. It wouldn't just be because of Tommy fucking Fury.
You know, he's fighting a lot lower than me. You know, say what you want about opposition, but I'm fighting at a world championship level. You know, I'm doing millions of pay-per-view buys with all these big names.
You've not done a million pay-per-view buys. You've gotten close with Jake Paul, but that wasn't millions of pay-per-views. And he says with all these big names, he's only fought one big name. He must be referring to the numbers he anticipates by fighting KSI.
You know, I'm not going to be foolish and drop down and fight Viddal Riley in your call, am I? So at the end of the day, all due respect to him, but he's not a big enough draw. You know, at the end of the day, Viddal, who is he outside of boxing? You know, he's not really anybody. He's got no global pulling power. You know, he can't do any pay-per-views. And Idris Viejo is a mug. He's just a bum looking for a payday who's done absolutely nothing. So I'm not going to entertain any of them. I've said my hit list. Jake Paul's already been striked off. KSI's next. And from what I seen the other day, Jake Paul wants it again in February. So listen, I'm happy. I'm happy. Keep these fights rolling in.
What a hit list, man. Tommy Fury's hit list. Jake Paul, KSI, Jake Paul, Logan Paul. I mean, again, I don't blame the guy. You know, he's doing what he's going to do to make shit tons of money for fights that are not as hard to fight as an actual boxer that he claims to be. He's a fighting man. He wants world championships. And by world championships, I assume he means the Misfits Cruiserweight World Championship. Sanctioned by nobody. So let's just step aside from that and be honest for just 1 second. There's a reason that Tommy Fury wants no parts of anybody around his ranking, and especially not Viddal Riley. He will lose, and just like he's trying to do to the influencer boxing scene, he'll get exposed and the show will be over. Tommy Fury wants no parts of Viddal Riley. Can he sell more than Viddal right now? Yes. That's a fact. He's done that. Is he a bigger draw than Viddal right now? Yes. It's another fact. Is it a smart move to stay the fuck away from Viddal? Yes. Will he ever fight him? If Viddal was to become a bigger draw and move up in the rankings and they could sell a ton of pay-per-views and they would be in places that weren't York Hall and the OVO Arena and Wembley, whatever you want to say, and they could sell all these tickets, would then Tommy Fury fight Viddal Riley? Absolutely not. He doesn't want any part of that. Because it's not about the draw or the money. Even though, again, those are smart things to say, it's because at the end of the day, Tommy Fury knows he loses to Viddal Riley. But you guys let me know what you think. Is Tommy afraid to fight Viddal? Is it purely just because Tommy is on this mission to take out influencers, KSI, Jake, Logan, whoever? And is Tommy Fury by himself, the name Tommy Fury, a draw, or is it the Fury family name combined with the influencers that makes Tommy what he is? I think I have some of those answers, but I'm not quite sure. So, does it ever happen, Viddal Riley and Tommy Fury? I don't think so, but guess we'll find out.